Hey there, Christina Rizakos, childcare business coach and mentor, founder of Elevated Childcare CEO. I am excited to be here with you this week because this week we are talking about something that will definitely blow your enrollments out the water, that is going to boost sales, that is going to get you excited about operating your childcare business. So if you've been feeling in a funk lately, if your enrollments have been stressing you out, if your marketing has been causing so much anxiety, you need to watch this video. Okay, you have a childcare center and you're taking care of kids, whether it's in your home, whether it's a huge center, whether it's a preschool, after school program, whatever type of childcare business you are operating. As a business owner, you need to make sure that you have systems in place in your business that are preventing you from burning out and that are encouraging your numbers to grow, your sales, your enrollments, people that you have on your wait list, the number of tours that you've booked, that these numbers are growing consistently, whether you are at the office, whether you're at the daycare, whether you are working with the kids, whether you're away on vacation, whether you're in a cruise somewhere. These numbers need to be steadily going up every single day, okay? And in order to do that, you need to know how to automate certain things in your childcare business, okay? So this video is all about how you automate an email list, what exactly an email list is, why you should have one, what you can do with an email list, and then there's also a checklist that I created just to get you started that you get access to by clicking the link I put underneath this video. So let's talk a little bit about childcare providers and burnouts. Okay, so there was a study done in Maryland that took basically childcare providers and asked them a bunch of questions about stress, about burning out, about all the tasks that they have to do every single day. And 37% of the providers rated themselves as experiencing very high stress every single day. Okay. 54% said that this stress had effects on their health. 52% said that they enjoyed their job less than the regular population, right? And these are people that are working with young kids, okay? So if this doesn't kind of scare you or kind of put things in perspective on how childcare providers are stressing themselves out, how they're feeling so much anxiety and really high stress over running their centers, I don't know what will, okay? As a childcare business coach, I see this a lot. I know because I did this when I first ventured off in my childcare business. I thought that I had to be the everything. I had to do everything on my own. I had to cook, I had to clean, I had to plan activities, I had to register kids. I mean, I had to do everything, right? And it really is this mindset of not accepting help, thinking that you know best, having an issue with delegating and outsourcing tasks, and really just being gung-ho on just burning yourself out. And that's exactly what happened to me. And this is what's happening to a lot of childcare business providers out there. They're burning themselves out, right? They're overworked, they are underpaid, undervalued, and it's a lot. It's a lot for anyone to take. So it's no wonder that the numbers are so high because people are burning themselves out, trying to do everything, trying to provide a great service, trying to hire right staff, trying to create policies or an educational program, and do the marketing and cook and clean and do everything else. So my job today here is to take at least one tiny thing off of your shoulders to show you how you can automate your email list as a childcare business owner so that no matter wherever you are, your numbers are consistently growing, your childcare business is always placed in front of your ideal audience, and that you can definitely implement this in your business starting this week with a few simple things. So if you are brand new to automation and you don't know exactly what that means, okay, so we're not automating your staff or yourself, right? I'm not telling you to bring in robots to take over your job. What automation is basically is the technique of making a process or a system operate automatically. And for this video, I'm going to show you how you can automate your wait list through your website. So as a childcare business owner, you must have a website. And it's a website that should be mobile friendly, quick to load, that has all the right information, that is really clear to look through. And the most important part here, okay, is a website that has a pop-up form or subtype of page or form on your website where you are encouraging the viewer to give you their information, right? To give you their email address and their name, and if you want their phone number. Every single business out there that is growing their email list, that is having success with their sales, no matter what type of business, they have a huge email list. Okay, so I hear this a lot that, oh, but I'm not selling clothes, or I'm not selling shoes, or I don't have promotions going on. Why would I need an email list? And I'm going to answer this question, okay? Because whether you are running a daycare center or you're running a boutique, you need to have a website and you need to have an email list. Having only a Facebook business page is not going to cut it, okay? Yes, you need one, and I'll explain why in a bit, but that should not be your only source of collecting information from potential customers. It's not, because you don't own Facebook. You don't own anything that's on Facebook. Facebook could go dark right now, and you'll lose everything that you have on your pages. Whereas an email list that is connected to your website belongs to you, the business owner. You have control over all of that. And this week, I'm going to show you how you can start collecting emails and how you can automate your email list so that it is constantly growing with potential customers that have raised up their hand and said, hi, I'm interested in what you have to offer. Keep me updated. Okay, so there's a lot of information here, and I'm going to be glancing over at my notes because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So what is an email list? Okay, so an email list is one of your most prized possessions as a small business owner. Okay, so it's a list of people that willingly left their contact information on your website. Okay, maybe you exchanged value, maybe you offered something in exchange for their email. Maybe you just didn't. Maybe you just had a pop-up form that popped up. Whatever the case is, they willingly said, hey, I saw your website. I went through it. I like what I see. Keep me updated. You are the owner of this email list, which is really exciting because as the owner after that, after you start collecting these emails, you have the responsibility to nurture that relationship, okay? So collecting emails is really simple. All you need is a CRM that has been connected to your website, and then from there you have a passcode, you log in and you get all the information. You usually get alerts every time someone signs up. What is really fun is that you can tag people as they're coming in. So let's say you have a form for a newsletter, and one of the pages you also have book a tour with us, right? Someone might decide, you know what, I don't want the newsletter, I'm ready to book a tour, so they might just click there, right? And then as they click there, you've placed a tag to let you know in your CRM that, oh, this person right here clicked on your wait list, meaning they're ready to visit, right? They don't want anything else. They don't want updates. They don't want anything else. They're ready to go. They're ready to book a tour and to come visit and to come meet you and look at your center and see what you have to offer. So that's really interesting, and keep that in mind. Every time you create your website and you set all the, when you configure all of this in the back end, you have the opportunity to know how people are finding you and how they are connecting with you, right? So whether it's book a tour, whether it's just newsletter updates, whether it's place my child on the wait list, it's totally doable, easy, and what's really interesting is that you get to see what people are interested in, and you get to nurture that relationship accordingly after that. So you have a website, someone goes on, the pop-up pops up, they click on it, they put their information in, they want to stay updated, right? Amazing. So you automate this using your Facebook ads, using call to actions on different posts you do on social media, whatever the case. I strongly suggest you invest in Facebook ads. It's the easiest way to go. When someone clicks on your ad, they get directed to your website, and from your website, they place their name on the wait list or on your newsletter sign up or whatever you're offering. once you have this, it's your role as the business owner to nurture that relationship. And what I teach is to have a set of emails that are ready to go, automated in the back end, so that your system knows as soon as, let's say, little Susie's parents sign up to book a tour, you have 1 or 2 or 3 emails that automatically get sent out to this person. So if I, let's say, for example, click on your website and I just want to stay updated, right? I'm not ready to book a tour yet. I just have a child that's not ready to go to daycare yet, but I'm interested in your business because I liked your website and I felt your vibe. You can definitely create a different email sequence for this type of customer and really just, show them what you're about, share your story, educational program, keep them updated with events, add value to their life so that when they're ready to sign up, they will, right? And this may take a little bit of time at the beginning as you're setting this up, but once you do and you're ready to press that enter button, everything is automated and everything is just working in the back end. So you don't need to be doing anything else, right? Really, really amazing because this frees up so much of your time. Now, I want to talk a little bit about email lists and email marketing because sometimes one of the questions I get is, well, I have social media. Like that should be enough, right? Why would I need to grow an email list? I have social media. And I want to share with you some numbers because I think we as business owners underestimate the power of email marketing and sending messages directly in someone's personal inbox. So your email list is the lifeline of your business, okay? It's something that is going to be growing consistently, as I mentioned, once it's automated and it's set up over and over and over. Having a Facebook page is just not enough these days. Yes, you should have one because having a Facebook page allows you to place Facebook ads. But your focus as you're investing in Facebook ads is always redirecting the conversation over to your email, your website, and eventually getting this person to give you their information so you can have it in your CRM, and then you start your nurture sequence from there. So that's your focus. That is your number one goal. Email marketing sees an average of a 4,300% return on investment. 4,300% return on investment. Okay, so email marketing is not dead. Growing an email list is not dead. According to Direct Marketing Association for Business in the USA, half of the entire world has an email, and they check this email over and over and over every single day. And I want you to put a few things in mind when you are thinking about starting this email list, because sometimes you do get pushback, especially with social media and how it's blown up. We think that's the only way we get to connect with our customers, but it definitely is not, okay? So once you have someone in your email list, this is what this means. It means that they've clicked on your ad, right? They're interested, they clicked on your ad. Once they go on your website and you offer some type of value for their email address, they click on another another page that is going to pop another form up, and then in that form they will give you their information. They've double clicked. If somebody took the time to double click on something they saw online, it means that they are really, really interested in what you have to offer, that they're looking for what you have to offer, that they are looking for either a daycare right now or in the future for their child. And after doing their research online and after seeing your Facebook ad or maybe punching in a few searches on Google, they liked what they saw and they opted in twice to give you their contact information, okay? So once someone has done that, the chances of them turning into a paying customer and signing up in your program are so much more higher than just someone that just saw something on Facebook that you posted randomly in a Facebook group or somewhere online that you think, oh, you know what, I'll just throw spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. This is totally different, okay? Email marketing, and number one, is very personal. So if it's done well, and you're not spamming people all over the place, it reaches your subscriber directly in their inbox. Okay, so that's really, really big. It's very personal. There's ways you can write your copy where your customer or your future customer is reading this email and they really feel connected to you. They really start to understand what you're about, what your business is about, what the center is about. And if that connection starts growing, if you do this well, and the best part is it's directly done in their inbox, like it's so personal. It has a purpose, okay? So that's the second thing I want to mention. Having an email list and investing in email marketing has a purpose. Someone has signed up to hear from you, right? You're not spamming people. They genuinely want to know more information about what you have to offer, right? They're clicking, they're double clicking, which means that they are really interested in what you have to say. And once you start looking in the tagging, right? When you start tagging people as they're coming in your email list, then you know exactly how to nurture these relationships, because you wouldn't necessarily send the same sequence of emails to someone that just wants to stay informed on, let's say, with updates or a newsletter, versus someone that was ready to place their child on your wait list, or someone that is ready to book a tour, right? It's not the same conversation we're having here. So it's really interesting because once you place a tag, you know exactly where the conversation is going, you know what they're interested in, so you can actually nurture that relationship. You own your list. As I mentioned before, Facebook and Instagram can go blank tomorrow. You've lost all the information, all your contacts, all your friends, all your page fans. Whereas your email, you own it. It's yours, okay? And what's really interesting about that is that once someone receives an email, there's no other distractions, right? There's no like influencers on social media or videos or just anything else going on. It really is directly this conversation that you're having with your potential customer, your subscriber, one-on-one through their inbox. And as I mentioned before, over half of the earth, people that are on earth, have an email. So it's still around. It's still very, very relevant. People still check their emails every single day. And it's really, really important that you understand this and you really get into the mindset of understanding how important email marketing is versus social media. I am not knocking social media. I really believe that you should have a Facebook business page along with smaller groups for your customers, but it cannot take the place of a website with an email list. So how do you grow an email list? That could be one of the questions that you may be asking yourself now. Okay, I'm ready to do this. How do I do this? Well, the first thing you need to understand is that you have to have a website, and on this website you have to have some type of form or a value, offer something valuable that someone will say yes, take my number and take my email. That's the first thing. How do you set this up? Again, you have to have a website, right? That is fully functional. There's no dead pages, no dead links, right? Everything has been up to date. There's clear photographs, images, videos, whatever you want to offer on your website. There's information. Maybe you want to upload your educational program or your policies, whatever it is. And you need to configure your CRM with your website, okay? And that's as simple as signing up for, MailChimp, which is completely free. There's a lot of nice templates on MailChimp, and it's totally free, and it usually configures to most websites out there. So definitely doable, very, very easy. And this is also something that you can outsource to someone if you're not tech savvy and you don't feel comfortable venturing off and doing this. I'll put the link at the bottom, and you can click on that to see there are businesses out there that do this for you. They offer a done for you service so that you can get this started as soon as possible and you start growing your email list as soon as possible as well. Now, how does this help me with my marketing? Okay. Because you're not starting from scratch, because you're not talking to basically anyone that will listen. You are targeting your messages, your emails, your updates, your events, just everything that you have going on. You are targeting all of this to a pool of people that liked what they read, that want to hear more from you, that have double clicked and opted in to give you their information. So this is a what they call a warm market. Like they know who you are, they know where you're situated, they know what your program is about. So it's so much more easier to turn this pool of people into paying customers versus just blasting stuff all over the place, and having your business, your website, your face, whatever it is, in front of people that have never seen you, that don't know what you're about, they don't know where you're situated. So it's really, really much more personal because these people have already said, yes, I'm interested. Keep me in the loop. Let me know what's going on. I like what I read and I want to be to stay updated with you. So how can you automate all of this? Very simple, very, very easy to do. If you are not tech savvy, once again, you can click on the link on the bottom of the video and it'll bring you to a company that I actually work with that can help you do this. They offer done for you services. So step one is to have a website and to have a pop-up form on your website. Now, I strongly encourage you to create some type of what we call a lead magnet, which is basically something that you've created that offers value to your potential customer, right? You know your customer's best, maybe a checklist, a PDF, a virtual tour, just something interesting that is going to kind of give him that little incentive to say, hey, oh yeah, sure, I want that. Here's my email, and send me this. Here's my email. Step two is to have a place where to store all this information, all these emails that you're going to start receiving, which is what we call a CRM. MailChimp is a free service you can have access to online. You just go to MailChimp.com, sign up for that, and this is basically a great beginner's service that you can configure to your website. Step three, have a clear strategy in place. A clear strategy in place when it comes to the journey you want to take your customers on. So if someone is signing up to be a part of your newsletter, or if someone wants to know more information, or let's say someone entered your CRM because they wanted to book a tour, just think about the journey you want to take this potential customer on. And add value every step of the way. What do they want to hear from you? What is that one thing that they want to hear from you so that they can take the next step? What is it that they're looking for in terms of a childcare provider, right? Think about these things and really just start playing around with ad copy. I know that for the most part, if you've never done this before, it's going to feel kind of weird. Again, there is no magic pill here unless you outsource it to someone. You just sit down and you write what's in your heart and you really think of this in your potential customer's perspective. What do they want to hear? What's important to them? What types of things are important for me to share so that they can make up their mind whether they want to book a tour or if they want to keep hearing from me or if they want to make an appointment to sign up their child. What is it that they want to hear? What can I add? What can I show them? What can I share with them that is going to push them along? Really, really important. So that was my training today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comment below. I will post 2 links. One is the link for the free checklist that I created. You download it and walks you through how to set this up. The second one is a marketing company that can basically do all this for you and take this off of your shoulders so that you can focus on other things. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts were. I'd love to hear if you are struggling to build an email list. What are your struggles? Where are you feeling stuck? I will see you guys again next week. Bye, guys.